One of the harsh realities as a foreigner while living in another country is the fact you basically have no rights, especially one such as myself whose status is still on a tourist visa. I have no legal right to work, challenge the government in terms of making exceptions to see my family, or make any other demands for accountability of transparency related to the COVID issues and subsequent updates as to when borders will be back open and travel to and from countries would be permitted again. It's not missed on me, however, that the latter issue is a worldwide one that has affected millions across the globe. Having to agonize through my ordeal on a daily basis, I've had time to reflect on many things, such as being an American and the freedoms and privileges afforded to us that we've been so fortunate to be blessed with. When contrasting my experience while living in Hong Kong and other Asian countries, especially when viewing things taking place in America right now from a perspective of living abroad and outside the country, I can't help but think about the certain things we as Americans take for granted, such as basic freedoms and how we as a country were blessed with abundance. Simple freedoms such as being able to own a car and drive to the store whenever we want, or being able to own a house at an affordable cost, or pursue a good education, or the ability to change or elevate our station in life. These are just some aspects that are in contrast while living in Hong Kong. Of course, it's not without saying that there are some trade-offs in almost any country that provides advantages and disadvantages when comparing, but we as Americans have it better than most and tend to take for granted what we do have. When I see or read various news reports on how people in America complain about how oppressed they are or buy into false propaganda narratives fueled by a media that is bent on holding America in contempt, I can't help but think how shameful that is. When I also think about not being with my family is another aspect, or at least in my view, how many take this for granted as well. Missing time I will never get back is one thing that hurts the most for me. So far, I've missed birthdays, wedding anniversaries, holidays such as Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, all of which spending alone and apart from my son and wife, one tends to do much soul searching as I have. Up until this point, I began to realize my regrets of not appreciating or doing more when I had the chance. I regret my past decisions or the things I took for granted. Mine is a deep lament. Currently, and adding to my frustrations, is the fact that COVID has become the norm in Hong Kong, when fear of talking about it has settled in the culture here. Government entities still remains ambiguous when it comes to border openings, and the insistence on vaccines always seems rather a bit of a mystery to me, considering all the unresolved variables regarding the virus itself. When it comes to the issue as to when I may be reunited with my family again, the hard part is not ever knowing when. It has put a strain on me, my relationship with my wife, and causing emotional damage with my son, who misses me daily. Being in a constant state of uncertainty, sort of being in a purgatory, if you will, is taking its toll. I guess on some level, some say that life is all about being in a state of impermanence, and that it's always in a state of flux. On some level, I guess that's true, as each day is never the same, and as we approach each day, probably most of us hold out hope for some type of closure. Not before, of course, experiencing our trials, our hells, our challenges on a daily basis. These, of course, we can view as tests, that we must endure and learn from in order to become more wiser, with a sounder foundation to draw from in order to face our next set of challenges. My thought when lamenting or reliving some of my regrets is sort of comes in the form of a wish. And that is, if we only could stop time, our most precious commodity, then we would indeed have all the time in the world to solve all our problems. As a father who misses his son each and every day, the question remains is, how can I reclaim my time with him and my wife so I can feel whole again?